Warm welcome, Markus Termin, Astrologisches Stundenbuch, Astrological Book of the Hours. It's the after full moon day today. It's the 29th of October 2023. And as you can see, this is the strong opposition in between many forces. And at the side of destruction, the Scorpio sign, is Mars and Mercury and the Sun. The south node is not far away. And on the other side, you have the Moon, of course, and Jupiter, both plain to be seen in a conjunction up in the skies, and Uranus as well. If you take Taurus as the constructive sign of wealth and real estate and well-being, and you see Scorpio as a destructive element in the zodiac, then they are still combined into one action and one force at the same time, because if you want to build up something new, first you have to make some room, get some room by destruction. Now, if this shouldn't sound cynical today, we must explain it a little bit, because Mars is actually the one who makes room for new things. He's a room opener, and he's opening up the room now in the sign of Scorpio, and he has a lot of information and intelligence with him, with Mercury also being in Scorpio. And the room being opened by destruction could at the same time be a room of building new things. But then, as we watch it happening at a global scale, on a global level, this game of building and destruction and building does not seem to be in our hands. The collective unconsciousness leads to some kind of global village that is being monitored and completely directed by special forces of intelligence that just treat us like unconscious animals. That's just the fact. And astrology is one of the possibilities to get out there, to say, no, we're not going to do it. We're not going to take a party in artificial staged struggles, though they lead to absolutely cruel and disgusting and not understandable results. Whatever we are talking about, we should not go for that. We should get a hold of our inner self and not be slaves of our emotions that are being pushed by other people's out there. Is there anything else we could do? I'm afraid I don't think there's any possibility on a political scale or on a public scale or on a scale of party and election and anything like that. But changes are going to come, and they are going to come from a spiritual level, because more and more people step out of the circle of destruction and say, I'm not going to be part of that. Instead of that, I will go into Chiron in the sign of Aries, get out of the blame game, out of the hurting game, and get into the healing procedure. And this we can manage on a private level only, I'm afraid. But looking at the big scale of what is happening in the world, we are into sad days, and it's difficult to spread out happiness and private security and private building up of things when the destructive forces, they are destructive, but in their sense, they are constructive at the same time again, because they can sell weapons all over. And it's always both parties selling weapons and buying weapons. It's one party, actually. And yes, we need a salvation. We need to solve this problem. This can't go on. Thank you very much for listening. This is Markus Termin, Astrologisches Stundenbuch, at the 29th of October, the after full moon and eclipse day. Now, how this gets into your personal chart, if you are part of this movement, and how you're going to be affected, depends on your houses and your planets and your zodiac sign. If you want to have an insight to that, this is the hot mail address to get contact to me, to the astrologer, and down here in my blog site you'll find the conditions of a consultation. Thank you very much for listening. This is Markus Termin, the 29th of October 2023.